Hello, this is Ray. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be answering some questions of one of my subscribers who asked about how is the education in Russia, the system, and like comparing with Peru, where I am from, and where I am currently on. And little bit of background: I got my bachelor degree in the Universidad Nacional Altiplano, and where I know how is the education system, how it works, and later I decided to do my master in Russia, in the Electrotechnical University of St. Petersburg, and I got my bachelor degree in my master degree in automation and mechatronics, and I saw things that I was really impressed at the beginning, and later I understood why it was certain things that by the beginning didn't understand well. So regarding the education, this is my personal opinion. So I will start. So the first thing that I noticed is that the Russian lectures or the classrooms where I was attending, almost all the students are very quiet, listening to the teacher. The teacher just giving the lectures, and so it was very quiet classroom. So in Peru, you all see people just gossiping or sending little notes or taking photos or doing a lot of stuff during the class. So the professor always are just taking them attention, like saying them, please be quiet and silent, please. We are giving a lecture. And everyone's needs to be disciplined in with certain things. So that's the one thing. That I noticed, and later I saw that they divide the courses. The subjects, and two parts. One is theory and the practical time that they have. So and each and the subject is divided by also is given by two professors. So one is in charge of give the theory, and the other is in charge to take you to the laboratory where you can apply and perform theories, methods, and everything. So it's quite interesting, and they all talk each other. The professors know well how each student is doing and how is his skill growing, and so they know. So it's kind of interesting how they work, and the professor who gives the practical lectures, I would say, and they also send the scores to the main professor who gives the theory part. So this is how they work. So sometimes they have only one professor, but in Peru, sometimes, well, it wasn't like that. So we had laboratories and professors who gave us theory lectures, and the same professor gave us the same teachings in the laboratory. So it was almost the same thing for me. And but in Russia it was different. So that is I like that. So I met a lot of professors, and it was nice to see that. And the other thing that I know, and I was impressed too, it was like the professors are really willing to help you in Russia. So if you ask a question, raise your hands, and just they immediately turn around and look at you and say, please ask your questions if you have any doubts. And they want you explore or push you. Sometimes the professor push you if they saw your potential, and they just pressure you and push you forward. If you don't understand that, maybe you can take it by heart and it can be not good. I study with those feelings. So I try to study more the culture, to understand better the people. And I was glad that I didn't fall in that trap, I would say. So I understood well what was the situation and how the things works there. So and by the end I was able to succeed well in some subjects, and others I was struggling really really hard. But I saw the how willing the professor are to help you and to push you forward. And for those who are not like well or not uh, good students, also they help them to overcome the difficulties. So that's one thing that most I admire. So in Peru, sometimes it happens with some professors too, and sometimes with others doesn't happen. So they're completely busy. They don't care about the students, and that's really sad. So, and the last thing that I would like to talk about is that the Russian students, where when they go to the university, they are very passionate. They dress really well, and the boys and the girls are like going to the party and with dresses, and the boys with jackets and really nice clothing. And that's the most beautiful thing that I saw in the universities where I've been, the university that I visited in my whole life of a student. So I really liked that. So it was so nice to see beautiful people and well dressed. Even the professors are well dressed, and that gives me a good sensation to be a student, and how the student must they care themselves about not only intellectually but physically. So it's one thing that I noticed, and I really like it. So I changed a lot when I was there, and I started to looking and to searching about the clothing or clothes that match well to me. So that thing that it's best admired is that your clothes must match or suit well on you, not just copy the clothes that you saw and try to like make a copy of someone, but just pick up the good clothes that suits you well. And in Peru, and was all the opposite. When I was in studying, even one professor told us that why you dress like models, and why you are coming to the university um, like models, or like you are showing out like showing off, or and you are not you are students here, so he like it like to see the students like with old fashioned, or I don't know. He didn't say that too, but he didn't like it that way. Like some other students back then, they were very like using like nice clothes and creams and skiing and dressing well. And some professor didn't like that. So they were with old mentality, maybe. So and yeah, and I think that that's changing in Peru. I hope it will be better in the next years coming. And the other thing that I like the most is last that after graduation every student gets the diploma. It may be red or blue, and for a student who got the best scores during the time they studied, they got the red one, and the blue one, the others who uh, didn't get more high scores. So the higher score is 5. So immediately they get the diploma where it has the documents inside that says that you officially graduated, and the mentions the program you studied. And in Peru, it was very sad it's sad to say it. After graduation, you are kicked out of the university with nothing. You must submit and send a lot of paper. You must do paperwork for a long time. I got my diploma in Peru after a year and a half. So it was a hard process, and papers that I had to submit to the dean and the rector, and they had to sign, and so it takes time. So and when it takes time, you lose time too. So that's what That's one of the last thing that I had to say. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and please subscribe and like this video. Bye bye.